How do you start to write a story, or how do you start to write? How do you get back into writing? Welcome back, you grateful heart. Thank you so much for being here. And if you're new here, welcome in. I'm the greatest love. My friends call me Ty. And on this channel, I share my journey with self-love, gratitude, and following my dreams one page at a time, all while navigating life as a mom. And today, we're talking about writing, actually writing. Because if you've ever wanted to start writing a book but felt stuck, overwhelmed, or just unmotivated, trust me, I get it. Between work life, everyday responsibilities, and of course, being a mom, some days it just feels impossible for me to write. So if you've ever struggled to make time for your craft or just wonder, where do I even start? This video is for you. Let's go ahead and figure it out together. Come on. I've been feeling the need to write. It's like an urge, an everyday urge that I've been putting on the back burner. Holding myself accountable. I have not touched my story since the end of November, the beginning of December. And I don't want a three-peat. So, how do you start to write a story, or how do you start to write? How do you get back into writing? There's a lot going on in your life, and lots of times we put writing off. My best time to write, typically, I usually like to write in the mornings. Like when I first wake up, I feel like my brain, first off, mornings are my prime time. I feel like I am most productive in the mornings. And the first thing that I do every morning is I read my chief aim in life, my purpose for what I would like to achieve in a certain time, as well as Psalms, my age, my Bible. I'm hard on myself because I'm tired of the excuse of being tired, or being too tired to write, or too tired to get what I want done. What's funny to me is that every November for the past 3 years, I've been able to spontaneously just jump into the mindset of writing, getting it done, writing every day for the most part. I do remember taking a few breaks, but I think it's the start of a new month. Why not be spontaneous this month while making a schedule? Because this past November, when I attempted the 50,000 words in 30 days again, if you want to know what that writing experience was like for me, I can link a video or a playlist showing my writing experience, writing 50,000 words. But this past November, I made a schedule where I had my specific times for writing, like having writing blocks. So it is February 2nd. Like I said, I've been feeling the need, it's almost like this weight on my shoulders, like you're not getting it done, you're not getting it done, you're not getting it done. Who are you? Who are you? Kendrick Lamar said, "There's no bitch like my pen." But my pen has always been me. It listens when the world is too loud. It waits when my thoughts are too tangled. It knows some stories don't just beg to be written. Some stories dare you to finish them. And today, I'm writing not because I have to, but because I want to. Because I can. There's something about that, about choosing to sit here, in this moment, fingers moving, mind unraveling, pouring myself back into the thing that always brings me home. Stephen King says, write every day, not because the words will always come easy, but because showing up makes them come at all. So I start again, not from scratch, but from where I left off, picking up the threads of a story I abandoned in November, but never truly let go of. Some writers plan every step, outline every scene, map every twist and turn before they take the journey. But me, I follow the feeling. I chase the ending. I let the story spill from my fingertips, wild, uncertain, free. Writing isn't about getting it perfect. It's about getting it out. And I'll be honest, getting into the right headspace isn't always easy. But here's what I know. No one can stop you from writing your story. Not time, not doubt, not fear. The words are yours. The voice is yours. The story is yours. And maybe you've been waiting for a sign. This is it. But I won't lie to you. It's not always smooth. Some days, the words flow like a river. Other days, they trickle like a leaky faucet. And when you're a single mom, finding the time to write feels like stealing seconds from a clock that never stops. But still, I write. Because if I don't write the stories that play in my head, who will? So, stick around. Watch me navigate the chaos, the doubt, the real struggle of making time for my craft. And by the end, you just might surprise yourself with what's waiting to be written by you. Look what can happen when you let yourself just go and do it. Go and do it. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. That felt good. That was a good writing session. Getting back into writing after so long isn't easy, but today I gave myself a little push and I used a writing prompt. And honestly, it made all of the difference. Sometimes staring at a blank page feels like staring into a void, waiting magically for inspiration to just show up, magically just like appear. And I'm not gonna lie, being a pantser, that's kind of ironically what I rely on. But here's the thing, writing isn't about waiting. It's about actually starting. And prompts are a way that you can trick your brain out of overthinking so you can just write. If you're struggling to put words on the page, start small. Pick a prompt, set a timer, write for just 5 minutes. You don't have to feel ready. You just have to start. It's 5 a.m. The world still feels quiet, heavy with its dreams. And here I am, spilling mine onto the page. Today I'm writing about Amale, a woman who feels a lot like me, a single mother working a job she's passionate about, but one that isn't enough to pay for all the essentials. Her days are long, her nights are restless, and yet she still dares to dream. Yesterday, I was stuck. The story felt small, confined to her routine, trapped between the walls of her job and her home. But then came the prompt. Unrelated, unexpected, but somehow exactly what I needed. It opened a door I hadn't planned on. Now, Amale is traveling, leaving behind the everyday grind, carrying her struggles, but also her hope, exploring a new world I hadn't even imagined before. And isn't that what writing is? Not always knowing where the road would lead, but trusting the process enough to follow it. This morning, the words came easier, not perfect, but flowing. And for that, I'm grateful. Grateful for the quiet before the day begins. Grateful for the courage to sit down and just write. And grateful for you. Yes, you watching this, showing up, listening, taking this journey with me. If you made it this far in the video, thank you. Your presence means more than you know. And I hope this moment, this glimpse into my morning, inspires you to find your own quiet space, to write, to dream, to create. Because sometimes the best part of writing is discovering the story you didn't even know you were telling.
Mama, can you give me meal hot sauce?
Look, some mornings aren't gonna go as planned, like this one. I woke up, tried to sneak out of my room that I share with my 6-year-old, and I left my other phone in there, and the alarm clock went off, and Mommy! As soon as I sit down at my desk. So, you have to write anyway. Even if it's for a shorter time that you intended, get some words on the page. Let's see what I was able to do in a shorter amount of time than I had yesterday. Yesterday I did a 30-minute writing sprint from 5:15 to 5:45. Today I started writing shortly after, like maybe around 5:20-ish, and stopped at 5:50. Is that 30 minutes? I've never been good at math. Words are my thing, but here's what I was able to do today. And don't forget to celebrate the small wins. I wrote more yesterday, but today I'm grateful that I was able to sit down and get some words on the page. I was able to write 377 words this morning, and that's something to be proud of. So no matter if you write 50 words, no matter if you write 1,000 words in your writing session, celebrate your small wins. You got something done. You got words on the page. That's a win. Sometimes that's all you need. It's just a spark, a few words, so that when you come back to your writing, your imagination picks up right where you left off. Keep writing. Keep going. Your story is waiting.